I love you, Allah.
Two sounds Allah curses, and that is mizmar, which is kind of like a trumpet. It's a musical instrument. The use of musical instruments at the time of a blessing, this is a curse. And the sound of bells at the time of a calamity. And this hadith is one of the hadith that's used as proof that musical instruments are impermissible in Islam. I'll give you an example. What does it mean? Using musical instrument at the time of blessing. Do you realize today that if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed someone and gave him the ability to get married, and after all these blessings Allah Azza wa Jal has given him, what happens? Instead of them, a husband and wife, thanking Allah for the blessing of marriage and that He made it easy for them, what do? Instead, they invite a musical band. They stay up till the end of the night. Isha prayer is missed. Salat al-Fajr, it's gone long time ago. Would you consider this thanking Allah for the blessing of marriage? Or is this being ungrateful to Allah for the blessing of marriage? This is how a shaitan works. This is how he makes the people ungrateful to the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allahu Akbar. Allah Azza wa Jal, He says, وَزَيَّنَ لَهُمُ الشَّيْطَانُ أَعْمَالَهُمْ. That a shaitan beautifies and he decorates the sins for the people. He decorates it for them, subhanallah. When Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in the hadith, he tells us that one of the signs of the Day of Judgment at the end of time, people will give the haram a name other than its name. Yani for example, riba, interest. What's it called today? Benefits. You see how nice that name sounds? Benefits. Riba is the denounced name, the negative name, the haram name that we know about. But today, the banks would call it benefits. Zina, in the world, it's not called that. What do they call it? They call it entertainment, personal services. Like a beautiful name to it. Subhanallah. This is the plan of a shaitan. You better be careful, my brothers and sisters in Islam. A shaitan takes the nasty name that we know for the sin, the repulsive name that Allah gave the sins, the negative name that's given to them, and he converts it in something beautiful that sounds pleasing to the ears and pleasing to the hearts. Zina, it's called personal service, entertainment. And you see the brothels that are out there, what kind of names people give them, what kind of beautiful names people give them. Moonlight, for example, and other names that are pleasing to the ear and pleasing to the heart. Alcohol, what do they call alcohol? Spirits. You know, in Arabic they call it mashrubat ruhiyya. It's like a spiritual drink, it uplifts your spirit. When Allah called it al-khamr, you see the word al-khamr, that kha in it, it gives it the nastiness that khamr is. It's the plan of the shaitan. He removes the nasty name of the haram and he replaces it with something that sounds pleasing to the ears. Subhanallah, it's incredible. When Allah Azza wa Jal spoke about iman, He said, وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ حَبَّبَ إِلَيْكُمُ الْإِيمَانِ وَزَيَّنَهُ فِي قُلُوبِكُمْ. As for a believer, Allah Azza wa Jal made indeed to his heart al-Iman. The believer sees sweetness in Iman. He sees happiness. His eyes become cool and delighted when he sees the worship of Allah, when he hears the word of Allah calling him to the worship of Allah. And the fact that Allah decorated and beautified Iman in our hearts, that means the hearts, they are allergic to sins. The heart of a true believer, it's allergic to sins.